Aloha. A lot of homebuyers right now are wondering, how's this current pandemic situation going to affect them when they go to buy a home and need financing? Well, today we're going to find out. We're going to talk to Leslie.Woods with Premier Mortgage Resources in Kailua Kona here on the Big Island. She's going to tell us a little bit about what buyers need to know and what effects this whole situation is having on lending. So we're here with Leslie.Woods, loan officer with Premier Mortgage Resources. And hi, Leslie.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, good. So with concern to the current pandemic situation, just want to find out a little bit from your perspective in the lending field. What are the major things affecting lending and what buyers really need to know?
Well, that's a very good starting point. There's like three major things that really affect lending right now. And basically, probably the major one is the CARES Act that had been implemented. And basically, the forbearance part of the CARES Act is really kind of scaring the people on the secondary market that buy our mortgages. Because what they see is normally government loans they're late. About 4% of them are pretty much late. They aren't paid on time and that sort of thing. And the conventional market is about 3%. So when we go and we tell people that they don't have to pay their mortgage, it tells the secondary market, well, I don't want to put money in there because I might not get paid. So with that respect, we see the banks figuring out the four different ways to take care of the the CARES Act, and that is through either, tacking the amount on the end of your loan. Mm-hmm. So if you don't pay for 3 months, or figure out a payment plan. Another thing is to a one lump sum, and finally, they even have ideas where they can modify the loan. Well, of course, that scares the people this money is important to, which is a secondary market, because it's their dollars on the market trying to make money. The second thing that's really important for you to know in lending is that underwriting will now get very tight, because the people in the risky type of occupations, i.e. the service industry, maybe in March 1st, they were fully employed. April 30th, they're part employed or not employed. So what happens is we have to verify income all the way through their loan process. And we're finding that at the end of the process, when we go ahead and re-evaluate their verification of employment, they aren't. And so that's causing great problems. And so a lot of overlays, a lot of different underwriting conditions are happening. So that's the bad bit there. So it's really getting very, very tight. Again, it's also being, the FICO score is also having a big influence on it, where we were really loosening up on FICO scores to where they could be 580, 620. That's not the reality now. The new norm is 680 and probably 720. The third thing that is really getting affected now is that our actual industry, meaning lenders, realtors, appraisers. The realtors, as you well know, is Elite probably has their own COVID-19 protocol. Right. And you got to wipe this down, you got to do this. Some people don't even want to have you in their home. You're taking pictures. There's a whole different protocol for how you show a home. The other thing is appraisers. I just had an appraiser tell me today that she will not, because of COVID-19 and the people in the home are at risk to her, she will not do the appraisal. So what we're finding out is there are more underwriting decisions that say, hey, we accept this value. It's generally the value in your neighborhood, we'll take it. And so then we have an appraisal waiver. Or there's another decision that says, okay, we'll do a desk review, which is like a super intense comp review, and then a drive-by. So there's that. So the three things that are affecting is the people that can't pay the CARES Act. The second thing is the underwriting is being tightened up so that the guidelines are much tighter than they were 15 days ago. So it's harder to get a loan. And the third thing is that the people in the industry are being affected and not being able to, perform their jobs in a nice manner. I mean, and that's basically what's happening.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay. Any more questions? Just holler.
You betcha. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any other questions, please feel free to just shoot me an email. And if you have any specific financing questions for Leslie, feel free to send her an email as well. Thanks for watching today. Aloha.